And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A big run there. 29 yards and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. D Ford in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Hey, high 7. 56. Mike's 56. Here we go, D. Check. Snickers. Check.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
Jack 16.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And it's brought in by Washington. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion. And defensively, an opportunity slips away. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
20. 56. Watch the screen. Pass. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Try, defense.
Here's counter. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback. And
pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. King off the edge that time. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Tight end out on the right side. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
Here we go, here we go, here
this
we go.
offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Slant.
Now Garoppolo. And his throw here's in Dante Pettis. And that'll bring up second down. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it.
Here we go.
When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing. But there are plenty of other guys out there, too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp, we'll see how that works out. How about Todd Gurley and his help? Because, boy, when he touches the ball, great things usually happen.
And then wondering, someone like Le'Veon. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he's into the clear. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular, Keith.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, 78 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, there's no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26.
Hey, bro, hold tight right quick. I got to go move my car. Hey, I'm back, bro.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
Come on, QB, come on.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Here we go on fourth down with Roethlisberger. And he's got Moncrief. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? They'll run on first down. Connor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Here's Connor. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Check, 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 check. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Switch, switch, switch. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 9, check 9. Cross.
They'll run here with Connor. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often...
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. The Steelers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nick Bosa, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And the pressure gets to him again. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Middle. Show that bench release and go. Rush in. Take both of them. Check 50. Check 50.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here we go. Here we go. Wait, 80. Go. Check 43. Wide.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Like 20. Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Garoppolo gives to Breida, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, a run with Conner. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Jack 15, 61, match box, lights. Check 24. Corner. Watch the safety creep.
They'll try and run forward with Conner. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Watch twins. Watch the ship.
They're going to run. Here's Conner, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check. Lock it in, these two. Check 26, check 26. 22, 44. Black and good.
On first down, it's Conner. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check back.
Ben leaves to Conner on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Start! 180. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They'll run on first down. Conner. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And McDonald here over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Two drop horses. 54, right there. 50.
Fourth down. Here's Roethlisberger. Escapes the sack. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Here we go. 180. Come on.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This is Breida. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Looking for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, 28 yards, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Now Gold for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. D Ford able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Roethlisberger. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Breida, he'll try the right side, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, in a tight one-point game.
The Steelers' 41
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Two huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Ready? Black 80. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Bound to lose one. Black is
on first down. It's Connor. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Hey, tight down. There you go. Tight down. He's cracked. He's checking crack. 44.
They'll keep it on the ground. Connor. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Black 20. Black is on! 54! Mike 54! I'm coming!
On third down, it's Connor. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
Black 5! Check Mike 54! Mike 54! You must be dreaming.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.